So welcome to those joining me live, and welcome to, bear with me, and welcome to anybody watching on the replay. Today is my favourite, it's upper body. So if you have a range of weights, I would go with your slightly lighter weights. So if you kind of have a whole family of kettlebells, just choose your slightly lighter ones, but have a few because you sometimes surprise yourself with your own strength. So we're going to start by just taking a second to transition today. It's been a week. I feel like it's been a week for a lot of people. So if you're feeling a little bit stressed, a little bit tense, a little bit wrung out, you are not on your own. So let's just take that moment before we get started just to slow down the breath and just come into our body. So I want you to just see if you can turn your palms out to face me. The reason I ask that is because it immediately opens up the chest and through the shoulders. We tend to be kind of more like this at the minute, looking at our phones, so anything you can do to open up across the shoulders is really good. So I'm just finding a position where you don't feel too wobbly. So you might want to rock slightly forward onto the balls of your feet. You might want to sort of scrunch your toes so that you feel a little bit more stable. Just see how you feel. And if you can close your eyes. If not, just focus on breathing in through the nose and taking a longer exhalation out through the mouth. So breathing in and then exhale through the mouth. Just two more of those. Breathing in and breathing out. Last time, breathing in and breathing it out. Amazing job. Notice how you feel, and then slowly just let's move those arms that are going to work hard today. For 3, 2, 1, and we are going to go up and over. So let's get that side body and then come down. So same side, up and over, keeping that lower body nice and stable. For 3, 2, 1, and straight onto the other side. So if it doesn't feel good to come all the way up and over, you can kind of do little ones. You can keep the elbow bent, but just notice, I want you to feel that stretch in the side body. For 3, 2, 1. Now you can pivot or you can keep your feet nice and stable. I want you to bring your elbows up as best you can in line with your shoulders, and then just twist side to side, twist. So my hips are moving with me. That's it, and that's what I want you to do. So move your hips. Bring your head with you because that will make it a bit easier to rotate. That's it. So if I keep my head facing forward, I can't quite go as far, but if I bring my head with me, wherever your eyes go, your spine will follow. And you might find it's a little bit more freedom of movement. Well done. And then dropping those arms, we're going to go back to the side body. Rotation of the spine can free up these muscles of the side body that get a really bit tight, and all that connective tissue that bunches up while we're sleeping. Really nice. For 3, and 2, and 1. Now we're just going to start in a really wide stance, and we're just going to go side to side. We're not going to squat, don't worry. Really good. In case you're like, no squats. That's okay, there's no squats today. I think that's a first for me. Really good. Going side to side for 3, and 2, and 1. And we're going to do hip circles in this wide stance. So you're going to go you're going to go left, forward, right, back. Left, forward, right, back. That's it. And then make your circle. And notice which feels harder, which hip is feeling more stretch. Where is it feeling a bit less mobile? And reverse. Really good. Oh, that really, I'm feeling tight today. 2 more. 1 more, well done. Walking your feet in. We're going to do a little roll down. So stack the spine. Take the first roll down really slowly. So you might want to stay with a head nod, or you might just want to slowly peel down. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the head, softening the knees. Stopping where you need to stop, and just noticing how that feels. Maybe just sway side to side, and then very slowly rolling back up. Bringing your hands to meet up and overhead. Yay! And we're going to get started. So, luckily for you, we're going to do very basic classical strength exercises. So we're going to start with a single arm press. I absolutely love a single arm press. Let me go. So we're going to do 40 seconds on each side. And I want you to start on the side that feels a little bit less strong, a little bit less dominant. If you've got a kettlebell, you're going to hold it like this. So you're kind of up at the top between the thumb and the forefinger, and it's a 45-degree angle coming off the heel of your hand. There might be a wee gap here. Your wrist is straight, not broken, straight. And then you're hugging it in. So just bring it into you. Your thumb is by your sternum. You can tickle those chin hairs. Is that just me? Don't know. and you're trying not to be here or here. So bringing it in, and all we're going to do is strict press it up. And you can do this kneeling. I quite like the proposal press, where you're kneeling on one leg. You can do it seated. You can do it standing, whatever you fancy. Are we ready to go? Let's go. So we're going to hit the timer. Let's go. So we're going to do 40 seconds. Now you might do 2 reps. This is all about you. You can keep your grip closed or open. If you're using a dumbbell, it's a little bit easier in terms of stability of that weight. So with a kettlebell, you've just got to be a little bit more vigilant in terms of position. Oh, that's hard. I might have 2 more in me. Oh, sorry. Really exhale as you press. That's enough for me. I'm going to take a break. You've got 4 seconds if you want to do another one. And then we're going to go on the other side. So think about how many reps you did and try and match them on this stronger side. Remember, not broken wrist, nice straight wrist, hugging it in. Tickle those chin. Tickle your chin. And then you're going to exhale to press, keeping the body nice and stable. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Exhale, press. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press. So I did 7 on the other side, so I'm not going to do more on my dominant side because we don't want that side to get super strong. You want the other side to meet it in terms of strength. And this feels much easier for me. So pay attention to how it feels for you. I've got 1 more. And relaxing back down. Really good. You've got another 6 seconds if you want to keep going. Other 5, 4, 3, 2, well done. Okay, so now we're going to move on to goblet carry. Now you can just keep a press if you don't want to carry, but what we're going to do is press it up and walk around. Now, if your back starts to dip, tuck your here. So quietening the ribs drawing in, tummy muscles wrapping around, and just walking. Let's go. Now, if you want to do 5 seconds, that's fine. If it doesn't work for you, just stay in one position. Really good. And just walking around. Notice if your arm starts to drop, press it back up. And you can stay static and lift the leg if you prefer. Really good. This is not easy. Really good for those core muscles. Nice job. Oh, this is hard. You've got another 10 seconds. So if you're done, stop. You can go backwards. Just make sure there's nothing in your way. That's it. Oh my goodness, it's so hard. Really good, everybody. I'm going to take mine down. Well done. Oh my gosh. So that is about position. It really helps you get clear on the softening down of the ribs, those muscles wrapping around. You've got to keep that neutral spine. If you're here, it's going to really get into that lower back. And you're thinking about trying to get inner elbow towards the ear. Just do what you can. Let's go on the other side. Pressing it up. Remember, you can do it dumbbell, water bottle, body weight. Totally fine. And try and mix up your walking. Once you get the forward walking, then you can kind of go backwards, move around, see how you feel. But you're really thinking about ceiling, really pressing it up. I like to keep my hand open so that I'm thinking about fingertips and pointing towards the ceiling, reaching up towards the ceiling. That's it. I like this arm out so that I don't do that. So it keeps my shoulders a bit more even. This is actually core, but also shoulder strength. Well done. Oh my gosh, so hard. Really well done, everybody. We're gonna go back to our presses. So your arms are gonna be tired. We're gonna give them a break in a minute, so don't worry. So single arm press, start on that side that's not as strong. And if you need to, you can do a tiny knee bend, but I like you to do a strict press if you can. Let's go. I'm keeping the fingers open, pressing it up, and coming down. Remember, if you're standing, again, you're not dipping in the lower back, you're keeping that body nice and stable. And 3 for me. Just keep going and stop when you need to stop. So I always say RPE 8. RPE is your effort level. 8 out of 10 is perfect for me. Once you're at 9 or 10, that's when you're like, that's when you get injured. So the last one should feel absolutely challenging, but not impossible. Well done. Now we're going to go on the other side. You're doing really well. You're doing really well. I hope you're enjoying this. I just love upper body strength. I absolutely love it. So we're going to go on the other side. Find your position. Find your tickle in your chin. Hugging it in. That's it. You ready? And if you are standing, really grind into the floor. Let's go. And just take your time with these. If it hurts the wrist, you can use a scrunchie. You can use a sweatband. You can get kettlebell wrist guards. Obviously a dumbbell is slightly different. I love a kettlebell, as I think you know, just because it creates that stability in your body, because it's so unstable. Really good. And it feels good to press the kettlebell. Something about it feels really good. Makes you feel like a badass. My kids be cringing if they heard me say that. Well done. And drop it back down. Take a break. So I want you to just swing it out. Well done indeed. Good news is we're going into some press ups now. And then some rows. So the next set we're going to do press ups and rows, but I'm going to show you so many options. You're going to be just bored of them. So if you want to do press ups on an elevated surface, the main thing I want you to think about is plank. Not this, plank. So you're in like a standing plank shape. Your shoulders aren't up here, you drop them down. In and out. So you're working these muscles, those pecs. You're gonna inhale, press it away on that exhale. Option 2, you can come down onto your knees. Head is going in front of hands like a triangle. That's where it's headed. In front, not here. In front, so you're working those pecs and you're keeping the body shape the same, going down and up, or you can come into half plank. Again, just down and up, like an inch. It's really good until you start feeling a bit more confident, and then you can go up into those full push-ups. So we are going to do 40 seconds, and then we're going to find our row. A row, I want you to keep both arms even. You're going to find a little hinge. You're going to go, really think about, draw that shoulder blade in, row, row, from the front, row. So you can do that with light weight. If your back starts to go, ooh, so really think about tucking slightly and finding that position that works for you. If it doesn't work for you, you can come a lot higher up. That's it. Or you can do an upright row. That's another option. Are we ready? Let's go with our push-ups. 3, 2, let's go. So you're gonna inhale and exhale. Keep length through the neck. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and try to keep the body as one piece. So you're not kind of moving the belly in and out. Got 25 seconds left. If you want to do your kneeling push-ups, coming down, remember, in front of those hands. So your chest is kind of in line with the hands. Keeping length through the neck, inhale and exhale. That's it, draw the belly in and up. Beautiful job. 3 seconds left, everybody, you got this. 2, 1, well done. Take your time to come to standing if you were on the floor. We're going to go with our row. You can use a slightly lighter weight if that feels good. The main thing is, I don't want you to do that. You can hold on to something if you've got something that's the right height. So I like to hold on. It makes me just feel a little bit more stable and steady. But make sure you're not like holding on down here. Okay, let's go with that row. Lat in, draw back. So you're thinking about elbow, thread attached to the elbow, pulling that arm back. You're grazing the rib cage with your elbow as best you can. So you're not kind of going out wide, drawing in. So that's internal rotation, that's external. That's it. Keep going. And remember, if you're like, oh, that hurts, just experiment with tucking slightly, changing position, or just taking a break. 3 seconds. Well done. And I'm going to show you another option in the break. If you do have an ottoman sitting around, you can place one knee, same side hand, and then row with the other arm. You're making sure your hands are even. You're not dropping down here. Shoulders are even. That can be quite nice, just to give you that bit of stability. You ready? Let's go. Other side. Make sure you remember which side. Remember, lat muscle engaged. Draw the shoulder blade in. Neck long. Stable stance. And you're thinking about exhale. And remember, thread attached to the elbow. Drawing it back. Don't let the shoulders drop down. Keeping open across the chest. Well done. You got this. Nearly there. How are we doing? This is back muscles. This is so strong. It's so good for us. Nice job, everybody. And well done. So glad that thing went because I was feeling it. How are we doing? So just let's open and close. Beautiful. Back to press ups, your favorite thing. We got this. Really good. And I'm going to do half plank push-ups. Find what works for you. Think about screwing the hands into the floor. So your elbows aren't up here. Let's go. Keeping space between your ears and your shoulders. Coming into that half plank, drawing the belly in and up. And you literally can go half a centimetre down. I'd rather you do that than kind of come down and then can't come back up with good form. So I get comfortable with a centimetre, then move 2 centimetres. Get comfortable there, move 3 centimetres, and then edge your way down towards the floor. It's a great way to build up those muscles. That's it. Don't go to the next stage of a push-up till you're ready. Nice job. Take any stretch that you need. Really well done. We've got one more set of rows, so take your time to come to standing. Remember, you can do upright row, so double armed row if it doesn't work to do that single arm. Are you ready? I'm going to use the ottoman this time. Right, keeping the shoulders even, so don't let that one drop down. Really good. It's actually quite hard, this one. You really feel the core working as well. But I like it because I feel supported. 20 seconds left. Keep going. You're nearly there. I'm going to open a window because it's getting a bit warm in here. It's actually quite cold outside. I'm just feeling the heat. Remember, you can practice body weight only. You do not have to use a weight for these, but just remember, draw back. Well done, well done. One more on the other side, and then we're good to go. We're going to do triceps, a little bit tummy. We're out of here. Right, so other side. If you're on that ottoman, make sure you change sides. So I'm going to have the opposite hand and knee. Remember, it's the same side, knee and hand. Keeping length through the back, drawing up and down. If you can't work out this position, if you're like, this confuses me, I totally understand. So it might not work for you. You might not have a stool that's that shape, in which case find something to hold on to where your shoulders can be even, or just do a slight hinge and draw back, keeping your neck long. That's it. And if none of those work, you can go up and down. I'm not great at that because I had a bit of shoulder impingement, so I'm not going to do any more reps of those, because that is internal rotation, that one. So if you have had those shoulder issues, anything where you're going externally is a little bit easier. Okay, well done. Shake it off. Nice. How are we doing? Now, before we go into our triceps, you're going to take your kettlebell, or if you have a heavy dumbbell, you're going to bring it behind your back, draw your shoulder blades towards each other, open up through the chest, and then soften chin to chest. So, just softening chin to chest, And making sure your head's not in front of your shoulders, draw over your shoulders. And then you can draw a little line with your nose, up and down. Really nice. Okay, we're moving into triceps. I'm going to show you on a chair, and then I'm going to show you on the floor. So if you want to sit down, great option. You're going to hold, these are the horns of the kettlebell, like this. It's going to be upside down grip. You're going to bring it above your head, inner elbows by ears. You're going to bend the elbows not wide, keep it drawing in, press back up. Now if you can't go all the way down, you go here, press back up, here, press back up. The second exercise is going to be a roll up or a chest lift. If you want to stay seated, you're going to roll back and then press it up. You're going to roll back and press it up. Or on the floor, exactly the same thing. You're going to do a little chest lift and you can come all the way up or not. We're going to get started. So if you're on the floor, skull crusher, same thing, just bring it back, draw the elbows in, exhale to press. We're going in 3, 2, let's go. Don't go too heavy with these. If you're making your way to the floor, make your way to the floor first, and then bring your kettlebell over, and then you're going to tap, keep your elbows drawing in, and press. Tap. Now if you want a bit more, you can bring those legs to tabletop and press. Tap, you can extend them away on a diagonal. If you're feeling strong and your tummy is not pushing up and doming, inhale and exhale, well done. Inhale and exhale. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit of work on the upper abdominals. Well done. Take a little break. So if you're on the floor, you can extend your legs, which works for me. Flex your feet, press into the heels. And this time you are going to roll up and press. If that's not for you, you're just going to do a little chest lift. That's it. Or you can do it without the weight. Remember, if you're seated, let's go. If you're seated, you're going to roll back, press it up. Tuck your chin, roll back, press it up, roll back, press it up. You can also do that on the floor. So you can be seated, so many options. You can roll back, press it up, or you can even hinge back, press it up. So just find what works for you. You've got 10 seconds left, everybody. The sun is coming through the window finally. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. You're going to go back to your triceps. Remember, if you're coming onto the floor, have the kettlebell at the side, roll onto your back, roll onto your side, hold the kettlebell with both hands, bring it onto your chest. So just be really careful with the kettlebell, because I'm not in the room with you. And then you can kind of make sure you've got the grip right. If your hands are sweaty, be very careful. You're going to tap it behind your head, draw those elbows in and press it up. Inhale and exhale. You can bring those knees up. That's it. You can extend away. Inhale and exhale. Find what works for you. Keeping the body really stable. Elbows drawing in. If you want to make it harder, you're just extending the arms without bringing the arms above your chest. Now that gets more into the upper abdominals. Really good. Keep going. Last 2. You got this. Well done. And I like to kind of hold on to the kettlebell and let my arms kind of cactus out, let the elbows fall to the floor just to open up the chest. Now for the next one, you can keep the weight there and do kind of a little tricep chest lift. You can have the weight by your chest and do a little chest lift, or you can extend your legs, come fully up and press. So find what works for you. Remember, you can be seated. Just find anything that works for you. Don't have to add that press at the end. If you're doing the chest lift, you can go from the tricep, roll up, come back down, or if you're done with the weight, interlace your hands, do a little chest lift and come back down. And always a seated option. So if you're sitting on a chair or on the floor, rolling back, pressing it up. Rolling back, softening chin to chest, pressing it up. Well done, well done, well done. We are done for the day. So come to a comfortable seat, everybody. Now, if you're not good on cross-legged, just find a position that works. So you can sit on a cushion or a bolster or up in a chair. And all I want us to do is open up the chest. So you can hold on to your knees if you're in this position and really think about beaming your chest forward. So you're thinking about just looking forward and have a slight back extension, shoulder blades drawing towards each other, feeling a stretch through the abdominals. Really nice. And then I want you to round the spine. So sit back on your tailbone, look down towards your belly, and just round the spine. And then you're just going to move forward and back. Forward and back. Beaming your chest forward and then coming back. That's it. And you can do a cat-cow instead. Really good. Just 2 more. Last time. And then we're just going to find a gentle twist. So I want you again to sit up as tall as you can on your sit bones and just find a gentle twist to one side. Bring your eyes with you. Come back through center, gentle twist to the other side. Well done. Up and over, keeping both sit bones on the floor, so it might not be a big stretch. And then up and over. And then if you can, clasping your hands behind your back and drawing your knuckles away from you. If that doesn't work, just placing the fingertips on the floor and again beaming your chest forward. It's just drawing those shoulder blades together. Well done. Very nice. And then just rolling the shoulders. And you are done for the day. Amazing, people. Well done. I'm going to stop the recording.